I got introduced to basketball because I always would see like my dad and brothers playing it when I was a little kid. Probably going through my mind was, that seems fun.
It was just fun. There's really nothing to it. I just knew that's what I wanted to do.
You know, it's strong. You know, once you play and you get those feelings, it's like none other. You know, you just want to keep playing. You never want to stop.
When Holy Rosary opened, we thought we were in Madison Square Garden. It was a brand new building. It was beautiful. We played in biddy leagues here that were organized by a lot of great guys. And it was just a lot of fun.
I could still remember, clear as day, I was 5. You know, kindergarten is when I started here on a Saturday.
I've been coaching here as a volunteer since I was in high school. My kids have gone through this program since they're in preschool. And, you know, this place has been a part of my life for my entire life.
Passed here to go to school every morning and, you know, made a lot of stops in this building for, you know, whether I was playing or somebody else was in a game or any number of reasons. So this building has always been a fixture in my life.
But playing here on Saturdays, you know, where pretty much everybody who played in the league was lived in the neighborhood and or went to Holy Rosary. And so you pretty much knew everybody. So it was a good rivalry type of thing, friendly rivalry with your buddies.
Over the years, other parishes were merged to it because of the quickly diminishing number of priests. So now Holy Rosary Parish is Mary Mother of God Parish that includes all the churches in North Scranton.
My brother was the last class of Holy Rosary High School, and that was 1969, and the building was in construction at the time. We were so excited to get in here and get a chance to play in here because we heard so many stories about how beautiful the place was. And, you know, keep in mind, it was 1970, 71. There wasn't any buildings around that looked like this.
I went to Holy Rosary School, so this was our gym. It was always the centerpiece of what we did as children. I mean, you know, basketball was such a big part of our lives. Our social lives ran around this place and, you know, hanging out here and, you know, like I said, coming of age, you know, through this program and, you know, just, you know, making friends that I still have today that, you know, we started, you know, here, you know, biddy basketball together, you know, 35, 40 years ago.
And I remember just being a little kid and running like as hard as I can to try to hit what I thought was a long range shot. But I was right behind me and I took off from the free throw line, probably jumped about 1 inch and just fired it as hard as I can. I banked in a free throw and I thought I was like the next Jordan, Bird, Magic. But I wasn't even old enough to be playing at that point. Like, so, I mean, it might've been a lower basket even.
This building really has provided a lot of, you know, great memories in my life, a lot of good times. I think in many ways is somewhat the heart of North Scranton. So a lot of great, you know, basketball memories here, but even just the community aspect of it, right? I mean, the Holy Rosary Block Party, which, you know, biased opinion, best in the city. Yeah, this is really where that is centrally located, right? Inside and outside. You know, it's been at times a site for fundraisers, you know, bringing the community together, which I think is really something that, you know, kind of separates North Scranton from a lot of different places. When people are in need, you know, the people in this community really come together to, you know, to help support one another, to help support the community.
We knew nothing else than to have fun. I mean, my first season here as a, you know, 6th grader, once we got that school ball team, 6th, 7th grade, I don't know if we won a game. We might have won, you know, 1 or 2 games, but at the end of the day, it wasn't just about wins and losses. It was about discipline. It was about, you know, that team bond, just the mission, the vision. You know, Sister Kieran Williams was our coach. She started it, but she was also our music teacher in the school. So, you know, she did everything she could to bring that to the girls' level here, and I have lots of memories of you know, just that upbringing and being part of a family, I should say.
I would definitely say I would be a lesser person. I was going into my adulthood playing here, and they made sure, you know, your grades, you may not go to Holy Rosary School anymore, you're at Bishop Hannon, but your grades have to be up to snuff in order to take part. And, you know, you had to be in the youth group and you had to do, you know, some volunteer stuff. And, you know, I think overall it makes for an incredible community, people that look out for each other. And I wouldn't have that.
What happens when these kids don't come here? You know, what happens when they don't get here? They play here, and we have 8th graders here. Just think of the local area, like Northeast, some of the other schools, some of the kids that are going there. There's a lot of trouble going on, even at the middle school level. But they're here on Friday and Saturday nights. Those sirens we just heard, they could be for those kids if we don't have this place open for them. So like you said, there's more to it than just the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, the sense of community I have, an attachment to the local community, was born out of this place and my attachment to it. And it's an understanding of it at a very young age of when, you know, seeing everybody kind of come together and have a sense of pride and community. And, you know, until this day, it affects me in my current position because, you know, I work in local media that's attached to the local community. And, you know, that sense of community is so important. And this place, you know, personifies it for me because it was everything that I knew about local community.
A house is a house, right? And a home is a home. And you need to, you know, there's a lot of infrastructure here that needs to be fixed, right, to keep it. So it's more than just the house, though. It's keeping the home, you know, where it is. So I think that should answer that question too. You know, are we just putting a roof over our head here, or is it what goes on in the home here that we're really looking to provide for those connections made, those memories made, the youth bond? Kids need this more than ever today, you know, with what we were just talking about as far as having cell phones today, not having them years ago. They need this interaction now more than ever.
And that's why you see when somebody's sick or, you know, just down and out, they've used this facility for so many fundraisers. And I mean, I would love to put a number on it, but I can't even guess. But I mean, I've been here for $50,000 nights. You know, this community really does rally together, and this building is one of those places that allows for that. And obviously the people who run it, Father Edwards, back then Monsignor Kelly, and all the people who ran it before then.
You know, this place really means a lot to me. You know, it meant a lot to me as a kid. It means maybe even more to me now, you know, as a father, you know, as somebody who's had the chance to, you know, coach his children and you know, see them grow up, you know, through this program. And I want to make sure that other people have that opportunity. That, you know, the most pressing thing that we're dealing with at the moment is this building needs a new roof, and it's you know, potentially a bigger issue if, you know, many other things could start to fall apart if that doesn't get fixed, you know, very soon. So that's really been our focus when Father Edwards, you know, first asked a few months back if I would, you know, be interested in trying to help. It was, you know, not even a hesitation. Again, I know what this place has meant to me, what it's meant to my family, and, you know, the thought of this place not being here and being able to be that for other people is one I don't even want to I don't want to think about.
I think most people know this is a very special place, whether they have any personal contact with it or a kid playing in this era. But, you know, it is, I've been in other assignments, and there wasn't a place like this where you could do so many different things: voting, food, athletics. I don't know. We are putting in for funding to help us with this massive project, and I'm sure we will do well with that. But it's just a massive project, big thing to tackle. But we're tackling it, and this film will help get the word out of how important our place is and how many kids it has touched.
So
You know, it's going to take, you know, effort from the local community to step up and, you know, help out in any way that they can to help keep this building alive and keep this program alive and keep this community center alive, because, you know, we need it more now than ever.
I could still remember the day when my daughter was coming here for Girls A, and we were hoping that we were going to have 4 teams, and now we're up to 7 teams for Girls A. So that just keeps growing every year. So if we were to, you know, close these doors or say that this program would not exist, we're upsetting more people than ever, because the numbers have grown through the years.
My memories from being here at Holy Rosary are all awesome. All good memories.
Come here on a Saturday morning, you know, see the hundreds of kids that are here playing basketball, having a good time, running around. So many things, you know, that you could look at in the news and point to the negative thing. This is something, I think, you know, in Scranton in particular, that's very positive. You know, if you want to be able to contribute to, you know, things that are going to help the people of this area, I think Holy Rosary basketball and this hall is a big piece of some things that are really positive in our community.
Come and sign up for the Holy Rosary Biddy League, because, you know, you'll make new friends. Definitely, you'll become much better at basketball, and, you know, meet new people, and even for the parents, you can meet other parents that, you know, and just become friends with them from then on to the end of your life.
I don't know how much treasure anybody has. I don't know how much time anybody has. But I hope that in everybody's heart, soul, is a desire to help. You know, the money we take in from the kids pays the light, heat, and water, and we have our sponsors for our teams. But a major infrastructure expense, brick and mortar like this, no, there's no league that could bring in that kind of money. And so we're asking the people to whatever degree they have to give it, to try to help out. And they know that they're like 100% of that. Every penny will be used to keep the kids playing, the people voting, the poor being fed. And there's no overhead. I'm the overhead. I am the overhead. So it'll be a donation that is effective.
But coming here, it's like you're playing a game to win, but you're also playing like, oh, if I need to work on this, I could work on this. I could come in here, help others out, get better at what they need, and they can help me get better at what I need to get better at.
You can't hide 520 kids. If this thing ever goes away, where are they going to go and play? Where are they going to go and, you know, not just the sports part of it, but everything else that we talked about. You know, so it means everything to me. It means everything to a lot of the families here, the people who are involved in this fundraiser. It means so much to us, and for a lot of different reasons.
This changes lives. Again, it's only a building, but it's a place where lives are impacted and positively impacted. You know, even the negatives that kids face in this building, with a loss, with an injury, with, you know, whatever, those are important life experiences. You know, and without those life experiences, you think everything's going to be perfect all the time, but it's not. We're going to take some falls. We're going to take some scratches, some scrapes. We're going to take some losses. It's how we react and recover from that, and this building allows for that.